it's Chrissy. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be exploring how good praise can actually hurt our children. So before I go into it, I'd like to quote and give credit to two amazing pioneers in the growth of self-esteem and self-confidence in children. Primarily is Peggy O'Mara, and I'm currently reading the book called The Book You Wish Your Parents Read. It's a bit of a long title, and your children will be glad you did. I'll leave the link below. And also Self-Esteem Pioneer, another book called Honoring the Self by Nathan Brendan. So those are the people I am quoting for what I'm going to be sharing with you right now. I'll leave the links below so you can check them out. So basically, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by good praise can actually hurt our children? We tend to use a lot of the words called good and bad to judge what our children have done. So if I say that's really good what you just did just there, or it's really good that you did your maths homework, there's no actual room for growth when we use the words good. And also it's the same with criticism. If we say my child is so lazy, my child is so bright, my child is clever, my child is silly, or silly, maybe not being silly, or just when we're using labels, there is no real room for growth. And if there is no room for growth, there's no room to enhance our children's self-esteem and self-confidence. So what can we actually do about that? Well, before I share that with you, I just want to make the point before you start rejecting this whole notion, is that it's not a bad thing to use good praise and use the words good and use labels. It's not a bad thing, but we shouldn't overdo it, because it just isn't enough when we want to actually increase and enhance and develop their self-esteem and their self-confidence. So in order for us to actually do that, is that we can actually give them what's called in the coaching field, because I'm a confidence coach, it's called evidence-based feedback. So what it means is that we actually give them feedback so that they have room to grow in what it is that they've achieved. So for example, if your child comes to you with a painting, instead of you saying, it's really good, it's very pretty, there's not as much substance and room for growth compared to, I love this painting. I love how the house looks like it's smiling and a mummy's in the picture and I'm wearing sunglasses. When I look at your drawing, it makes me want to smile. Now, how much more enhancing and authentic is that? How do you think your child's going to feel just hearing that? She's going to feel that she is actually being seen by you, because you see, self-esteem and self-confidence is all about being seen by the other person. We want to be seen and appreciated. So what that mum has just done, from what I've just quoted, is that she's showing her appreciation for her child's efforts. So her child is going to say to herself, Mummy loves my painting, Mummy loves the effort that I've made in my drawing. How positive is that? And she creates an amazing, positive, encouraging inner voice at the same time. And that also, most primarily, it reinforces really good behavior. So next time her child is going to make an even greater effort in her drawing. The same thing for maths, for example. If your child is doing their maths homework, instead of saying, very good for doing your maths homework, you could say, I love the way you focused and concentrated in doing your maths homework. That gives them room for growth, because you've told them, you've observed and described what it is that they've done really well. They understand what they've done well, and they're more likely to want to do it again. So it's really good for positive reinforcement, reinforcing good behavior. Also, if you want to reinforce good behavior and minimize bad behavior, let me give you another example of why this tool is so useful. If your child comes with a load of scribbles, but there's a perfect P somewhere hidden under there, instead of saying, oh, there's loads of scribbles, maybe try again, come on, let's do it again, this is a bit too messy, you're focusing on the negative side of what they've just done, and you're ignoring that perfect P. So what are they going to do? They're going to feel deflated. They're going to feel that they've done something wrong and there's something wrong with them. That will diminish and decrease low self-esteem and their confidence. So instead, you can actually reinforce their confidence, reinforce the behavior by saying, I love that perfect P, and then completely ignore the scribbles. And what's more likely to happen is that you'll see more perfect letters next time. So this is how awesome and powerful this tool is, and I really want you to try it. So I've got a little homework assignment for you. I need you to try this on yourself so you understand really the benefits of it, and you'll start to feel instant confidence boosts. How do you do that? So in your day-to-day, it's going to be super simple. I want you to give yourself positive based feedback. So instead of giving yourself negative criticism, as we can do so much more easily than giving ourselves positive feedback, I want you to observe and give yourself feedback in terms of what you appreciate about what you've just done. So let me give you an example. Say you want to go to yoga, and you've been going to yoga on and off for a few days, and then now you want to kind of become more consistent, but you keep telling yourself that you're rubbish at yoga. So instead of saying I'm rubbish at yoga, which is a label, right, a criticism, you can convert it to I'm really happy that I went to yoga today and I've really improved since last week. And notice what that does for you, how it makes you feel. Keep doing that. Give yourself positive feedback. For example, I love the fact that I cleaned the table today, even though I wanted to clean the whole house. It's really great that I was able to clean the table today. And see how that makes you feel. So you're focusing on the positive rather than the negative. As you grow home and more used to speaking to yourself in this way, you're gonna want your child to experience the same thing, experience those confidence boosts, because you will feel better in yourself, and you're gonna want to share that with your child. And that's one of the best ways to give you the motivation to do so. Let me let you know how I'm using it in my life. My child is only 10 months old, but I'm using it already with her because I really want to train myself to give her evidence-based feedback, because I'm so quick. It's so easy for me to say that's really good, or try again, or that's really good, and give her loads of labels and judgments and criticism. It's just so automatic because what we've grown with in society. So I'm just training myself to do that now. But having said that, you can start giving them evidence-based feedback whenever you want, from the age now, if they're 14, 15, 20, 30, it doesn't matter. You can do it from now, and definitely do it on yourself, because you'll see amazing results. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. Thank you for tuning in. If you've got any questions, share them in the comments below. If you already give your child evidence-based feedback and you're getting amazing results already, let us know how you're getting on with that. I will be posting again next week. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this video so it can reach more parents, and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you soon.